Hello everybody, and welcome back to Frostpunk, and more specifically, welcome back to the fall of Winterhome. This time we are going to try our hardest to not fall into the traps we fell into last time, which was running out of coal, running out of food, and running out of healthcare facilities, which is kind of just how this game works, so maybe I should have preemptively done a lot of that. But what my plan is going to be here is to be... Our most sensible plan is to try and get ourselves, firstly, infirmaries very, very quickly. I don't think having just these is the way to do it. Because, for example, if I was to go into the Book of Laws immediately and to go here, I could immediately go for something like this. So I can't go for some of these, but I can go for some of these. So I could go for a radical treatment method, which doesn't seem to be a thing, but it does push up hope immediately. It also allows me to then use some of the resources I already have. If I go to health, I can't do much of this, but I can go to resources, go to food, health and shelter, and immediately start to improve this. So let's try and do that. Let's push this up. Let's go to this, and we're going to then go up our hardest and try and get a medical outpost increase. I know for now we're going to have immediately a drop, so we're going to work our hardest to kind of get all of this up and running. You see we have this number here, which is kind of a problem. That is something that is going to be causing me untold nightmares. Okay, I'm getting as much of this as I can up and running just to get some people into... Perfect. That's nice. We're getting people into work. I now want to get the children into the cookhouses as much as we can. And I'm going to get some people into the public house in order to raise hope. We also need to start improving our food productions. I think we've got another cookhouse over here which can be manned by children. And I also want to make sure that we have got coal productions, along with a good selection of these. The thing is, we have got time. We're going to get some people on here as well. We're also going to get our coal thumpers over here. We've got a gathering post on this side. I kind of want to get myself resources. I kind of want to get myself another gathering post on that side. Because therefore, if I'm able to gather, we should be in a good spot to do some stuff. So my plan right now is to focus on getting as much of this as I can. And we're going to start by pushing through and getting a lot of both wood and steel if we can. So I'm getting mostly these people on the front close things. And then I also want to clear up some of the areas back here with this coal. Because I feel like if I could get this coal mine up and running, I could. Requires the generator to be active. We do have one here. This entire area would be good to get cleared. 1, 2, and 3. So that's nice, and I think that is the best way of doing it. But we do need to just kind of use all our people. So I'm going to keep my people working as hard as they can. I think I've got everything up and running that should be up and running here. I don't like this location for this at all. But if I was to go have a look around here, I also noticed that the one trap I fell into before is there is a snow pit here, which has got currently no one in it. But I kind of want to move a snow pit like completely out of the way, so I do not have any issues with it at all. So I'm going to put it behind here, and we're going to build a road around this. And I think for me, that is going to be it. Must be placed outside of any heat zones, so we're going to do this, and we're going to immediately dismantle this when we can. So I'm going to start immediately, and we are going to push this at least up to number 1, which is good, and we're going to start moving. So hopefully a lot of this stuff should start to be able to be moving and start to get a lot of materials. So with this up and running, I should get people into here as well. I think I've got some people into those, but I need to focus on a few other areas as well. I'm a little bit worried I may focus on getting a heat house very soon, which is good. I want to get rid of the pile of dead bodies though, which is good. Okay, so now that that's been built, we can get rid of this one. We need to dismantle that, which is nice. And then we can start to think about a few other areas. I'm starting to think about what I could do in terms of... I want renewable materials because all this area needs to be done. But I could focus myself on getting... If I go gathering posts, I kind of want to just I want to get gathering posts in positions, which means I'm just gathering materials quicker than spamming it. Than just getting loads of people all over the place. Because if I could get these guys snuck into areas, like so... It gives me the opportunity to be a bit more liberal in who I assign where. So let's get those up and running. So you're now waiting here with 800 coal. That's good. I also kind of want to set up a couple of resource depots just to build up a supply. So let's do that and get this one on coal, which is good. What are these guys saying? Do less harm is a really big boost for us. So let's do that straight away. We've got our thing up here, which is still kind of broken, but we are doing all right. Okay, we've got the medical post research upgrade, which is amazing. And then we are immediately going to go for the infirmary. I also do want to get some of these guys up and running. So we're going to take a few people off of these. And actually, I kind of want to fill these up first. So, or I could actually use, on these, I could get engineers on these. That's what to do. So I'm going to get you on coal, just so we can continually put that in. I'm going to put some engineers, on these. And I'm going to take some 5 people off of somewhere else. I'm going to take you off here and put you into there. I'm going to go here and we're going to get some people here to start working. Because if I can get more of the, steam cores, then I can make a lot more better things. We're focusing very hard on a lot of things. It's just going to get us very cold, but we're going to try and heat some homes. Because it's going to just suddenly get very cold. And what's this? This is again a load of things here. We're going to focus on getting all of this up and running. We are producing a lot of coal now, which is good. We should be able to, therefore, once this drops down to get, for the next few days, we should be able to do a few things there. Which is nice. I also kind of want to jump to soup. I feel like soup is the way to go in terms of getting people happier. What's this? The sick recover faster. There's literally no downside to this now that we're doing corp disposal. I kind of wish you could unsign laws, but I don't think there's anything going to be there. So let's do this. Let's just get this to get the sick recovering us faster. We just have a lot of very unhealthy people. If I was to maybe get things warmer, maybe? I don't know. I do need to get a road over to this here as a way of getting us out of here, and I don't know. I do just need to focus on getting more wood as well. Just because we get so many sick people very quickly, unless I purposefully force them closer in. Because at the moment we've got a whole load of issues over here with just people. If I go for a temperature map, we've got all of this being very chilly. Whereas if I were to move them all very close, we could do stuff like that there. We have some food rations, which is nice. I kind of want to go for the frozen pond, though. Maybe that could give me some benefits. Okay, we're focusing really hard on this, but we're about to go to level 2, so I'm going to push this up to level 2. And we're going to see where it all goes from here. We're going to need to turn on these as well to get this up and running. But it should only be for a few days that we need to do this. And we're about to get another massive influx of coal. A voice in the ruins means we do need to focus over here and get some people working over here. Maybe I can take some people off of some of the ones I'm looking at here. And we're going to go for that, which is nice. I feel like moving things closer is the way to go. We're starting to remove some ruins, which is nice. What's this saying? The first amputation. I know I need to move on to these other areas, which is good, but I do have a lot of amputees already. And what's this saying? We're doing a lot of other things, but that's fine. Fewer amputations, amazing. We just need to kind of keep ourselves moving as much as we can. It's just very cold everywhere. We're trying to clear out a load of areas, but it's still difficult. That's a big wooden ruins thing. I kind of feel like I should be using children a bit more. I'm going to spam some children into these ruins to help clear through them. I don't know if that just means they're going to be slower, but it does mean that we are using what's available to us. This is the first time using this method. Good, good. They're just slower, but they do hopefully give us the opportunity to just use a lot more stuff, which is nice. Good. What's this saying? Some ruins cleared. We're getting some good amounts of increase there, which is nice. Okay, we are hitting maximums now on storage limit reached. Could not produce it because we don't have any raw food. But we are getting a lot of people on areas that we should be able to work hard on. Get this all up and running. This area here is very cold. I kind of want to get a steam hub in here somewhere. And I also kind of want to focus, if I go to resources, I could go for, like, maybe a charcoal kiln. Because I admit, like, this area over here, getting these guys here would be very useful for getting this up and running. I could work on a few other areas, though. I'm just trying to think of where the best place to go is. Because if we look here, we've got a few areas like this. Could I build... I kind of want to go to tech and build beacons with this. If I do that now, can I see? Oh, I can see. Nice. So I kind of want to put one in there, just to give us a bit more area of effect there. And one needs to be over here, and one kind of needs to be in the middle here. That's kind of what we need to happen in order to keep people warm. And then this area over here is just going to be a bit of a tricky one. Okay, then we just need to focus on getting perfect. We've now got one of these. And then I can focus myself on, if I go to heating, maybe, this and then this is what I'm going to do. I want it more efficient, and then we also need to get these guys up and running again as quickly as possible. Good, it's now the end of the day. That's fine, but we are really working hard this time. I kind of want a whole load of these. Ah, good, that's up and running. We have a bit of an issue in terms of consumption, but that's something that we are going to focus on now, kind of going further. There's nothing to do there apart from go to the rusting hulk. That's not great, but we'll see how it all goes. In terms of what we could do in food, I kind of want to use most of my things to get... do I want to get most of that, or do I want to go for resources? Coal thumpers. Or charcoal kiln could be the way of doing it. I think just actually setting up one of these first is the first step, and then these guys are almost ready to produce again what we need. So we're going to do that. We've got a lot of wood, which means I could spend some time going in here and like producing some bunkhouses quite close to the main front. Because I was about to say this is producing enough of an area of effect that I think I could do bunkhouses and actually get away with it. So if I was to do this and actually put bunkhouses this close in, like so, if I was to do that, then I feel like people could be moving to places that are a bit more warm overall, to be honest. Can I, if I was to drop this down to here? Okay, no, that's the problem. I messed up there. Word of advice for steam cores, but I feel like we have 2 days to raise hope already. Ah, that's a shame. Okay, but I do think that keeping these guys relatively close in here is the way to go. Because now if I look over here, who's living over here? No one. We can dismantle it for wood. We can dismantle it for wood. Okay, we've got some people living in these, but as we move them closer in, they're just not living anywhere. Like a public house right there seems to be extreme. But I was about to say, I feel like I just need to get more people on all of these. It's methods to the madness. Because now getting these bunkhouses built much closer in means that we should have a whole load of people who aren't places where people aren't living. Again, tents, no one's living there. What about this one? People in there? Yeah, people in this one. Over here? Where are there no people? Is there any way of checking this? Oh, actually there is. If I go to, like, this one's got no people in because it's cold. This one's got no people in because it's cold. This one's got no people in because it's cold. We're just destroying all the places where people are living because it's far too cold. And it gives me enough wood to keep moving. Okay, hopefully this area, if I was to do this and spam this. Come on. Oh, we've got 800 as well. That's good. These areas over here are kind of important to get rid of. And we're also putting people in the food selections. So we're doing not too bad in food. I feel a bit more on top of things. I do need to go to health, and we do need to get a few infirmaries built. But I've now got more areas where there is heat. So I could easily slip one in back here. And another one back here. I could even fit one more in there, I think. No, that can't fit along... Oh, maybe. Nice. So we're going to focus on getting those 3 up and running. Because then I can move people away from where we are working to a few other areas. And then we can actually start to do all right. We're getting a lot of things depleted, which is nice. You've got the Hulk. Gives me more Avilions, which is nice. We're going to go for this rock formation. Next. Are you looking here? Nice. We're going to go for soup. Or moonshine. Eat every meal slightly lowers discontent. I'm going to go for that as a way of doing it. What's this saying? A proud man. We have 5 days to build a care home. Okay, we must build such a home. That's nice. What's this issue? We're getting close to the wood maximum. Excuse me, I'm going to be using my wood then. Because I could start to build them even closer, or I could start to now. Now that all of the ones that are outside of these zones are bad, I definitely could increase these guys to There we are. I know I used a lot of steel there, but the main thing here is that we just got a load of boosts in everything else. I could go for the Steam Hub range upgrade. We're very close, so let's go for that when we can. Nice. And then I also do want to start thinking about a few other areas. I was about to say, I've made a whole load of these guys back here, which is going to be amazing for looking after people. Nice. What's this saying? I will open a new infirmary. By all means, I will. But what I want to do is I want to go here. I want to look at this. And we want to take these guys off of here and put these guys in, because we can move these guys into these, which is helping us raise hope, which is good. And I should also be able to go here. More of these guys. Where are these guys working? Over here. Don't need you guys working over there. You need you guys working in here, which is good. And I can finally maybe... Where's the final place that these guys are working? Here. Yeah, you guys don't work there. You guys work there. And we go for this and we do this, which is nice. And we're about to get another boost in happiness, in heat, sorry, which is good. And then I need to go for the care home law, which is nice. As people get more into these guys, we should be moving in the right direction here. We've got low here, which is nice. Bad healthcare, I know it could be better, but we are actually doing a lot better than we were before. I'm a little bit worried about the fact that hope is so low. But you know how it's going to be. We're about to get a bit warmer, which is nice. Which is always a big positive. And I just somehow need to push up. Oh god, what's this? Resources came too late. Oh, that's a shame. If I was able to get more happiness, I would. I need more hope somehow, but I don't really have much opportunity. There can only be one in the city. It will lower discontent, but the main thing I need to force up is hope, which I'm not sure I really have the opportunity to do. Hey, most ruins are cleared. That gives me a little bit of hope. But I just need to keep this up and running and keep hope going high. Research. What's research? It's just telling me about research. Come on. Are you coming back with some stuff now? No, you're not. That's fine. We've got the last camp, but I think we need to head back to Winterhome now, which is good. A lot of stuff is happening. Give this kid a day off. I need to get hope up somehow, which is a shame. Tech. Is there any other way of getting hope up? I don't really know. I'm going to go for Steam Mining Optimization, because I feel like that is the way to get more coal in the go, which may be something I need to really think about, although I don't have any more of these. You have one more, which is good, and we have got the infirmaries, which should be working well. How do I keep this up and running? A lot of stuff is being depleted. Oh my goodness me, we've got space. We've got a lot of space now. I need to just work out what to do with all my space. I don't actually know, really. I could go for another one of those. I was about to say, is there another spot for one of these? I can't actually see one, but I could have sworn there was one at one point or another. The only reason I say this is it could give me opportunities to do more things, but I think for now I should be focusing on the hope front. In terms of resources, I'm doing alright. I just feel like maybe more houses would be good. Or maybe bunkhouses, just I need to force as many of these tents to not exist anymore as I can. Is that really... I was about to say, we're doing a decent chunk there to get rid of them all, but I'm hoping that all of this is a good, hard-working thing. Let's try and feed some people. If I can, how many people are hungry? Quite a few people are hungry, but all of this is a method for hopefully getting people happy and living. So you've returned with a whole load of food, which I'm thinking is immediately useful to keep people happy. Desirable decisions. We're going to go here. We're going to go immediately for care home. Hope will rise slightly, which is good. And then we're immediately going to build one. Where can we build one? Build one here, which is nice. Come on, come on, build it quickly. Build it quickly. No, we didn't do it in time. That's annoying, because I felt like that one was a lot better than my first attempt. But you know what? We're going to try it once more straight away. I'm going to head straight back in, and I feel like with this plan ahead of us, we should be able to work in the right direction. I think just dropping... If we let hope go to the complete bottom, we are pretty much messed up. Discontent seems to not be a problem overall. So we're just going to immediately go for it and just kind of nail in and get it there. This one I may not finish in this episode. I may carry on to the next episode, this attempt, if I do well, but we shall see. Okay, we've got all of these people, and we're immediately also going to use kids this time, because I don't see any downside to doing that. Okay. First of all, I'm going to also get, I may get a couple of people going out at once, actually. Because then I can just get a whole load of resources coming in as well. That's another thing. So there we go. We're now going to pause. Immediately we've started a little bit. We're immediately going to have to go for radical treatment, I think. Radical treatment, I think, will give us a boost there and give us the opportunity to do a few things. I don't think you are useful. I think it's worth getting a few of these guys in to immediately make us some food and have the public house operational, because that will keep discontent low. I like getting in wood in this as well, and we also do need to focus on getting in as much material as we can straight away. We also need these guys to be working as quickly as possible on these, which is an interesting one, and I also want to get this up and running so I can immediately research something or other. Working out what the best thing to research is, I think it is worth fighting on getting as much of the medical situation under control as I can, because that I think just drives people down. If we go here, we can set up all of this, and I also want to set up this as well so we can get a lot of this up and operational. We're going to get more of these guys up and running. I also therefore want to go into resources and to get this up and running as well, but for now we just need to, before we actually start, I need to start thinking about all of this as well. So, I want to clear the front area very quickly, so we are going to keep smashing these guys into here, which is good, and I think maybe getting some of these guys in to do some of this as well is a way to do this. And just use our children to go for a bit of the further back ones that will take a little bit longer, but I'm more than happy for them to be kind of working hard on it. These are some of our other areas that were good. Just further back, while it's still warm, we should be able to do a lot of this. We can do a lot of this area. It's getting a lot of steel. I kind of need more people on wood, maybe. So I've got plenty of people keeping on working. Wood. There's just a lot of tents and things. The reason I want to have the front areas being done is because then I've got the opportunity to use these front areas for more houses. And if I can therefore use these front areas for more houses, I'm in a much better area, much better kind of method than I would be otherwise. I think that's good enough, and we're going to then immediately put this up to level 1, which should be fine, and we should be able to keep enough people happy. That is a bit of a worry. I'm going to bring, where's my furthest back, which just has, I'll put all the children into that. I want the furthest back one that has workers in it. Where is one that has workers that I could replace? I could do that. And I kind of want to pick up some of these guys because I do need to get more people on food. As much of a food as I can do, I will do. And as soon as we start work, things are moving in the right direction. We've got a lot of this, and I should therefore be able to start look at the numbers of this all just coming up and going immediately. It's one of these that I kind of just want all of this to go up and running as well. Maybe if I get the... oh, of course. Give him what he needs to do less harm. That's a big, big step in the right direction. Hope is the difficult one. I think it involves getting on top of this. I think like overnight I almost need my hardest to... If I go now resources faster gathering, then hopefully all of this should... Oh god, I've already at the maximum amount of wood. What can I do for wood to get it out of my inventory? Maybe a couple of these. Getting one of these in over here is a method for using it, and gives me an opportunity to kind of deal with it later on. Okay, we've got a lot of coal over here. I could build another one of those next door to this, actually. That's interesting. If I go for an outpost depot. No, that is just a working outpost depot. I don't need a second one. So that's kind of good. I'm also going to use some of this to just make a few of the tents into these, which is nice. And then I'm also going to use the opportunity to go to tech, and we're going to build a steam hub back here to keep these guys nice and toasty. I know we're doing this. It's one of the things that we are focusing on. And what's this saying? I feel like this is a trap. to try and heat some homes, but I feel like it is possible. So I'm going to go for it. We've got a lot of these areas now up and running, and we are pushing up as high as we can. I'm up to 10. You know what? I'm about to be up to 11 immediately, which is a bit of a shame. Especially considering if I look at consumption, I'm actually currently doing all right on that. I can even get kids in in food houses, which is nice. I want to go here, and I know that we're going to lose this if I now have this. But I do think that it's a way of us producing much more food than we are currently using. Okay, I now need to keep these as much as I can livable, so I kind of want to push this up to 2. Because I'm about to get very, very cold. And this is now... I forgot to get rid of that. Ah, that's a shame. Is that in people? Snow pit. If I put a snow pit right at the back here, it should be fine. But I do need to keep this up and running. What's this saying? A first amputation. Yes, we'll go for the care home very, very soon. But for now, we are wanting to keep this as much as we can. But unfortunately, I ran out of heat, which is annoyingly, and we get to this point. That is always a big trap for me. Even though everything should be fine, it's just the coldness that comes in. Because if I look now, we're not in Liverpool, are we? We've got just a few that aren't in Liverpool, which is annoying me. A voice in the ruins. Okay, we're going to focus over here. If I pull out some people... Where have we got some people working? There's only 4 here. So as soon as I get that, we should be able to start seeing some stuff. What? Oh, for goodness sake, really? We're going to use this opportunity. More bunkhouses. Actually, no, this one. No. We're just going to actually delete that one immediately. Bunkhouses, bunkhouses, bunkhouses. I feel like there must be somewhere to get some bunkhouses in. But I'm just going to start building all of those. Now a load of things are depleted. Smash these guys up. I'm glad about that, which is nice. We're focusing our hardest on getting all of this clear while we can. We've got some frostbite over there, but we can now also... Some of these can go very close in the area. In fact, all of these areas can now be done. It just seems like it's really inefficient how it's all set up. And we've now got faster gathering, which is very good. I could go for gathering post installation. I could go for better coal mines. I could even go for some of this stuff to make this better. Unless I go for an infirmary now. I do feel like infirmaries just do help out in the long run. I just need to get much more hope up and running soon. So that my next step is going to be to go to the other side. Okay, we've now just got a load of other stuff as well, which is good. If I'm able to just actually bring bunkhouses and a lot of this much closer to the front, I may be able to actually have a lot of fun there. In terms of this, I don't think I need to be on 2 now. I think 1 is enough to keep us happy, healthy, and alive. I think maybe going into here and going for some houses of prayer, so tomorrow I can focus on that, and then try and go for the other stuff as well, could be good. I was about to say... Being on level 1 means our consumption is higher. Our consumption is at high enough levels that we can kind of keep ourselves moving. I do kind of want to move in the positions where I'm getting ourselves in a better spot, but in terms of for health. But I think that is something that is going to be rather tricky to deal with. So more wood ruins have been depleted. That's fine. We are kind of doing our thing back here. About to say, this hunter's hut doesn't seem to have anyone in it. And I kind of want to do this, and I think that this is then a better snow pit. There we go, and then I can delete this one. Which is good. Nice. Infirmaries have been built. That's good. What else can I focus on now? I actually haven't sent anyone out this time, I don't think. Maybe I should do that right now as well. Maybe some gathering post installation is a good idea. In terms of this, I'm trying to think maybe it's worth... If I go some more bunkhouses... really close in within this area, I should be having as much of this as I can, and give that kid a day off to give us a bit of a boost there. And then if I go to health, I can't quite get there, but I can get houses of prayer, so 1 there is already a big boost in the right direction, and I can get a second one. Whereabouts is a second one going to be? This area back here seems to be redundant. Oh, that's good. One child ill. Hope will rise slightly. Nice. It does seem as if I don't need to have people working here when I'm building these in the centre. I was about to say, I can start to destroy some of these, hopefully. I was about to say, this, and then if I was to do this as well, yeah, people are getting reallocated. Nice. We have got the space to just destroy as much of this stuff as I can. And it gives us the opportunity to keep people happier. 100% that tent should go. 100% this one? Good, we do have enough space for these tents to just get pulled back in. And I can open a new infirmary, yes. That is my target. In fact, if I go to health, do I have enough to build one now? Yes, I do. I'm trying to think. It's better to put one in very much where I'm able to keep warm. This area is the place to go for it, I think. Nice. And I kind of want to get people over here working on these. I need some wood, but I think this is the way to go. And I think that then I can start to think about a few other areas in terms of this getting more... Wait a second, this I do need a road for. Nice. Which is good. I feel like we're doing alright. I'm about to get back up to hope, actually. That is a surprise. I don't think I was expecting that. I can do this immediately. Good. We've got a healthcare promise. And hope has been raised, which gives us an even bigger boost. Good. We are in a much, much stronger position now. Consumption is at a good level. We are really driving our force of getting people back into the centre. That is, for me, the big, big step. Because if I can get people back here into the centre, then we are able to do a lot more with a lot less. I also want to now get a care home, because I think this is a way to actually increase hope a lot, and is actually a beneficial thing for us to have. I could fit one in right at the front here. I think that's the place to do it, because it feels a bit silly to do it elsewhere. What's this saying? Most ruins cleared. We've got hope rising even more. I feel like we're really doing something here. But this is fine. I currently am actually got no one on wooden ones, I think. So let's get more people on wooden ruins. Yes, 100%. We're focusing... There's obviously some people who need to be working on other things, but over here we are focusing on wood, which is good. If I had a way of getting more wood, I would. Hey, see how it goes? This area is doing well. I now need to kind of think about what my next upgrades should be. Gathering post installation, I think, is smart. Thanks to advanced workplace organization, I increased that speed. I could go for some more lower level stuff. I kind of think that getting... What's it called? I could go for more scouts, maybe. No. I think a generator efficiency upgrade would be good, and then I can also focus on this area to get a steam... Oh, a steam wall drill would be good, because then I can just constantly get a load of wood in. And I think that I'm in a position now where I can actually do that. This area is very cold. That's worrying me. Maybe if I was to put a... Because I was about to say, this area people are working. I kind of want to go for tech, steam hub, and get one of these in here. Just to get this area nice and hot as well for people. Because that means we're going to have fewer people being ill. Let's try our hardest to feed everyone. We're not too bad there, and this area seems to be working. In terms of food, I could build a hothouse somewhere. Just trying to work out where. There's just so much road everywhere, which I kind of want to get rid of. I mean, this area is a place to put some stuff. Or I could just go for the simple hunter's hut, get more of these. Because I feel like back here, not having fewer people working and just getting all of these areas kind of operational is good. And focusing maybe on getting other areas up and running is nice. Having such high hope is actually really surprising me. Just because of the amount of people who are gravely sick. Like, I really do need to just keep pushing up as much as I can in terms of healthcare. Because we are about to start losing people to illness, which is enough to drop this down like a lead balloon. Because, of course, we don't have the sensible setup, which is to focus on the other direction. What's this? Voices in the ruins. Let's get some people working over there then. Nice. I also now want to go for... I do need to just go for health, don't I? Infirmary. We need another infirmary. Thankfully, I can build them now in areas that are nice and warm. And we can focus on that. We have got a bit of food now, but people are getting hungrier quicker than I thought they would. And I was about to say, I was debating getting a steam drill But I don't think that's necessarily what we do. Sorry, we can't afford it. Just need to get more people into here. I think my biggest issue has been getting maybe that. I don't know. Part of me is thinking that maybe it's worth going a lot closer in to try my hardest at getting this set up, as it were. Because if I can get people out of working in very, very cold areas, I should be able to kind of work with this. Because if I go here, the biggest problem I'm encountering is heat and people getting ill from it. Yeah, now we've got this issue. I'm not going to be able to get out of this one twice. Even if I was to go here, and then kind of go for maybe the House of Healing. I could go for some shrines, put some shrines all over the place, but I don't think it would do the job I need it to do. Over here, yeah. Like so, I don't think that'll be enough. Even with tech, I think that efficient gathering, while it'll be helpful, I don't think is going to be enough, especially given that we're about to get even colder. I think I'm in a situation now where things just aren't really my way of doing things. I'm building 2 right next to each other, which is a silly thing to do, but we have it. It's pushed up hope a little bit, maybe. And we get... Oh, I was about to say that was the wrong thing to do. I didn't need the people there. It's a silly one to do, and we've just got so many people dying, it's just forcing us down. This is a shame. I feel like overall I've done not too badly here, but I still feel like maybe I just need to keep this up and running a bit higher. If I'm able to force this to be high enough by getting a better coal reserve. I don't know. Efficient gathering. How does efficient gathering look here? Still looks far too high because of the amount of steam hubs I have operational. I kind of want to immediately cut out the steam hubs, but it's just a difficult challenge. I think I'm going to leave it there for today. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you have, please do like, subscribe, and do all those lovely things. And I will see you next week when I try to do this again. Ta-ra.